Hello and welcome. In this video, I'm going to be counting down the top 10 Atlus Persona and SMT video games of all time. This is going to be a personalized list. I'm going to put on it whether I think it's a good game, whether I think it's an important game of the series that needs to be noted. So here are my top 10 Persona and SMT games. Coming in at number 10 on our list is Digital Devil Story Megami Tensei, directed by Koji Okada in 1987 for the Nintendo Famicom. This is basically the grandfather of all SMT and Persona games. It spawned all of the ability type attribute attacks like Zyu, Garu, Hama. Everything came from this game. Now, where would we be without it today? Maybe they should make a game like that. Shin Megami Tensei, if. Number 9. Alright, this one's for my American homies out there. Have you ever wanted to recreate that fine moment in history where you get to defeat Hitler? You know, I don't really know what else to say here because I didn't really want to do any research to see what goes on inside the game. I was too lazy to actually translate it because it's not like it's available outside of Japan. So yeah, other than that, the game looks cool. I like the color red. Tatsuya looks pretty cool too. So that's why I didn't rank too high on the list, but it's still a contender. Number 8. Persona 5 is the greatest game of our generation. It tops anything other than the next 7 games on the list. Its story, its graphics, it got an anime, it got a manga, it got a dancing game, it got a remake. The characters in-game became my real friends. I had spent the entire summer of 2017 playing this game. I did not see my friends, my family, my dog, my wife, my children, my car, my job. I just simply gamed and played Persona 5. Number 7. Shin Megami Tensei 5. Yeah, I tried saying it like the way they say it in the trailer. Alright, so since I'm really tight with the director of Atlus USA right now, he kind of let me in on it early to play it, give a little test here and there. So I'll give you a synopsis of what goes down in the game. So basically, you're this high school student, right? Pretty ordinary, right? But then this great power, evil power comes up. And you have to travel across Egypt using your stand power to defeat him, while also defeating other stand users along the way. The reason why it's so low on the list compared to how good of a game it is just because of my personal experience with it. I ran it on my Switch, and since my Switch has so much porn on it, it does not run better than a Sonic mobile game from like the McDonald's Happy Meals. I think it's like a Tiger Electronic, you know, the ones that plays like soccer with like the 3 buttons and there's the fixed background. Yeah, that's basically my Switch at the time.
Shin Megami Tensei 5.
Number 6.
Sonic the Hedgehog is one of my favorite games of all time. Oh, I have so much fun speeding through the stage at high speeds, collecting rings, defeating enemies and villains. Oh, let me go here so fast.
Number 5. Oh yeah, who could forget Drake of the 99 Dragons? Now, if anyone says this isn't an Atlus game, just because it doesn't say Atlus on the box art, doesn't mean it's not an Atlus game. If you actually watch the credits, meaning you'd have to play through the entire game, something that I have done, you would see all of the employees that worked on this game also work for Atlus. Now, you see how Drake has 2 guns, just like Joker has a gun, Minato has a gun. Don't you think it's somehow related, as if, you know, they got it from here? So if Persona 5 drew inspiration from Drake of the 99 Dragons, I just gotta rate it higher on the list then. Number 4. In 1995, Nintendo and Atlus released a horror game for the Virtual Boy titled Jack Bros. The game takes place on Halloween night, and every year on Halloween, the portal between the demon world and the human world opens up. Unfortunately, for our main protagonist, he has too much fun in the human world and forgets he has to be home before midnight. If he doesn't make it back in time, he will disappear into the void forever. The hyper-realistic blood color palette of the game, as well as the story and its elements, is some of the scariest stuff I've seen in gaming in a long time. This thrilling adventure with its compelling puzzle gameplay takes its spot at number 4. Hi, this is P3. Just here to tell you there is no number 3 spot on the list. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, please. It'd help me out a lot. You can follow me on Twitch, Twitter, TikTok, Pornhub, Facebook, Instagram, and here on YouTube. Number 2. What can be said that hasn't been said about Persona 4 Arena Ultimax already? Easily my favorite fighting game of all time, if not my favorite esport of all time. At TSM, please sponsor me. The gameplay mechanics are like no other fighting game. Instead of trying to deplete your enemy's health bar, you have to deal enough damage to raise their knockback percentage in order to knock them off the stage and take a stock. You win once you take all 4 stocks off the enemy. Just a brilliant idea. Also, when they advertise that everyone is here, they meant it. Joker, Akira, Akechi, Ann, Futaba, Takumi, Ryuji, and Naoto all make appearances as fighters. The devs were even sly enough to sneak in some characters from the Nintendo franchise, like Star Fox, Ganondorf, and Little Man. If anyone wants to 1v1 me, DM me your friend code and we can money match right away.
Easily the best game Atlus has ever produced has to be Persona 3 Dancing in Moonlight. When this came out, I literally shit and came inside my pants. It is so good hearing all the original voice actors, except for like Fuka, I think, but no one gives a shit about Fuka. All of the good voice actors coming back to voice this game. Oh! It just brings a tear to my heart. Oh! This game has so much customization. You can choose between 6 different sound effects for each beat, 6 different sound effects for the scratches. You can choose what voice you want to hear when they cheer you on, or if you just want to turn it off, that's fine. If you want to have the scratch sound effect be a voice, you can do that too. You can adjust sound effects, lighting, and light calibration if you're a noob and don't have a gaming monitor. You can customize the in-game beats of how they appear, if they're fast, slow, wavy, reversed, mixed, random. Here's the settings that I normally play on, and I don't stray away from it because I tend to make it harder for the game and it's more fun. I recommend you do it as well, just to like spice it up a bit and make you keep playing. Each song has a pre-selected character that dances to the entirety of the song. Meanwhile, you can choose who you want to dance with you during the fever times. If there's not any good waifus that go to the track, then I just dance alone. Whenever I come home, I normally pop 2 Adderalls and I play this game for hours on end until I have to go to work again. I've actually maxed out the timer in-game. It's probably somewhere around like 200 hours instead of 100. I should probably submit this to Atlus. Maybe they can like fix in a patch or something. I don't know. Once you become a god gamer like me, you'll end up on the leaderboards for some of the songs. But the most heartwarming part of the entire game is the social links, where you get to talk to all of your waifus and husbandos. If you advance it far enough, you get to roam around in their rooms after they leave in a first-person perspective. Oh, that's what I wanted. I always wanted to see what lies underneath Yukatan's bed. I could keep talking about this game because it's the best game ever made, but you should already know that, and this is why it takes the number 1 spot on the top 10 best Atlus games ever made. Thank you for listening to this video and put up with my bullshit. If you reached this far, why don't you give it a thumbs up? It's the one with the thumb pointing upwards, not downwards. I noticed some people pointing at the downwards one, and that's a no-no. Anyways, thanks for watching. Just remember, this is my list, and if you don't like it, I don't care.